What is up guys, it's your boy Soul. I'm here back with another classic WoW Season of Discovery video for you. Today we are talking about some brand new items that have been data mined for Season of Discovery, including brand new epic items that has never been in the game before, and you can actually make them with professions. So not only are we getting new content in terms of like a brand new raid, class runes and stuff like that, we're also getting brand new items as well, and reworking professions, and that is absolutely great. It's once again one step closer to what could be Classic Plus in the future, and I think what Blizzard are doing here is throwing everything at the wall and seeing what sticks. And it's something I talked about before. It might not be the perfect approach, but I think it's great. Rather implement too much and then remove things based on feedback, instead of like giving us too little and then adding things based on feedback, because at least now people can play around, see what they like, and then give feedback on what they don't like. Instead of adding too little, then they have to think about what could be enjoyable. So yeah, it's great. But today we're taking a look at all the brand new epic items that have been data mined, and Wowhead has done a really good job here once again. So I'm just gonna throw this one up here. That's the wrong one. If you check out this one right here, we have brand new profession items, new profession recipes with Season of Discovery, a brand new mana oil, and new sharpening stones, and new epic items as well. They really should have put that in the title, but yeah, a bunch of stuff craftable with professions, and it's looking super good. If we scroll down here, we can see with the Season of Discovery data mining, it's kind of sad that you can data mine, but at the same point, like, if you don't want to know what's been data mined, don't click on videos like this one, and don't click on the Wowhead articles. So these are data mined so far. Even on the PTR you can't play with this, but it's data mineable. So for professions, the first one is alchemy. You have Elixir of Coalescent Regret, a brand new elixir never seen before right here. Elixir of Coalescent Regret allows the Imbiber to speak with the corpse of an individual with unfinished business in the mortal world. Also may cure indigestion. Okay, that's really interesting. Then you have blacksmithing, brand new sharpening stone right here. Black Fathom sharpening stone. Sharpen weapon with hit, while applied to the target weapon, increases hit chance by 2% for 30 minutes. This has no effect outside of BFD, so this is only for the raid, and I'm guessing the recipe also drops on the raid. Then you have something called Shifting Silver Breastplate. An epic item for level 25, requires blacksmithing 100, and it's bound when pickup, and it has unique equipped Void Touched. So I'm guessing you can make one with like almost every profession, and it has like a unique. So in this case you have the male one right here, Silver Shifting Breastplate. Shifting Silver Breastplate. This item is infused with the raw power of the void. While the bearer is attacked, this item has a chance of inflicting a terrible curse, causing the attacker to take additional damage from all sources for 15 seconds. Wow, and proc chance being 25%. Also increases your hit by 1%. So no stats, but that debuff is absolutely mental. The important thing to note here is that this is probably going to be a tank item. Like, first of all, it has like, it's a chance on hit. It's really good if you're soloing content as well, if you can use mail, but in a raid or group scenario, this is a tank item, so it's proccing when you're being hit. So in this case, whenever you are hit, the target has a chance to proc, and when the debuff procs, it takes additional damage from all sources, not just by you, but from everyone in the raid. So a tank having this could increase damage done by, is it, let me see here, yeah, increasing damage done, take additional damage. They didn't really say how much additional damage it takes, but it takes more damage basically, and has a proc chance of 25%. So if a tank has this, like the entire raid is going to deal way more damage to the raid itself, and if you have blacksmithing and you can use mail like warrior, paladin, stuff like that, then you can use this for soloing content as well to also once again deal more damage. You're sacrificing the stats, but you're getting an insane proc item. Then for enchanting, you have Black Fathom mana oil, so once again you had the sharpening stone, right, and now you have a mana oil as well. Creates Black Fathom mana oil, while applied to the target, weapon restores 12 MP5 and increases spell hit by 2% for 5 minutes. Once again, no effect outside of BFD, only applies within BFD. So it's a really good item to have for the raid itself. Once again, I'm guessing the recipe either drops on the raid, or has like a reputation attached to the raid itself, maybe even the Ashenvale rep, right? We have the Ashenvale event, the raid is inside Ashenvale, maybe it's tied to a reputation within Ashenvale, who knows. Then you have engineering, shredder, auto-salvage unit. That's interesting. Salvage the wreckage of a shredder for spare parts. Okay, don't know what that does, but probably gives you something cool. Leatherworking, you have void-touched leather gauntlets and void-touched leather gloves. So 2 gloves, I'm guessing they have like one for tanks and one for healers or something, or one for melee, one for caster. Let's check it out. The first one is the gauntlets, 65 armor, leather of course, improves your chance to hit with spells by 1%, and it has a own use effect. Descent into Madness, increasing spell damage by 10%, as well as increasing the threat you generate for 10 seconds. Okay, wow. That's kind of insane. Really like high use on this one, 10% damage increase, but also increasing threat. So if you have a way to reset your threat, that would be absolutely mental, but also 1% hit, once again, really good. Seems like that's a ongoing theme here. You have the void touch leather gloves as well, 80 armor on this one, so buff the armor, and increases hit to chance to hit by 1%, and once again the use effect is the same, but increasing attack power this time, actually attack speed by 10%, as well as increasing the threat you generate for 10 seconds. Now, the first few gloves, they would be so good for something like a demo warlock tank, but they can't use leather. But even for like boomkins, anyone using spell power that can use leather, this could be so good. And then this one, like for feral druids, oh my days, dude. 10% attack speed on feral druid on this one. That could be insane. Increasing threat though, once again, it's descending into madness, so you're dealing more damage and generating more threat. I think that's so good. That's like, it fits the theme so well as well, by descending into madness. Then for tailoring, you have one there as well, so cloth users, don't worry, you get one too. Extra planar spider silk boots. Once again, unique equipped void touch, so you can use one of these epic items per character basically. It's unique equipped. This one, 32 armor, and has a own use effect. Momentarily enter another plane of existence, instantly reducing threat, as well as reducing damage taken and damage dealt by 50% for 6 seconds. Okay, 5-minute cooldown, and it has a 2 equip effects, number 1 being increasing damage and healing done by magical spells and effects by up to 7, and number 2 is once again increasing chance to hit with spells by 1%. So I'm guessing they're trying to get you hit capped to be able to attack the bosses and get the spells going. But overall, this one looks really interesting. It's both appealing to healers, damage dealers, and something like warlock tanks, or anyone who wants to like reduce threat for a certain amount of time and also reduce damage taken. So imagine if you have a lot of threat, you have 2 tanks, you can just tank swap, and the warlock really wants to survive a hard mechanic. He can then use this while he has threat to take less damage and then tank swap. Okay, interesting. I'm gonna be honest here, like, say what you will about Season of Discovery so far, maybe you like it, maybe you hate it, but I really do like the amount of effort they're putting into the season here. Like, it's level 25 cap, and we have so much new things. We have the Battle for Ashenvale, I'm gonna call it, the open world event, we have a world buff, we have reimagined content, 10-man raid, BFD, class runes, we now have epic items as well. There's so many brand new things coming, and with all these things, like, I've seen some tier lists going around, like class tier lists and stuff. I have no idea why people make those already. Like, make them a week before, sure, but now, like, even with these items, the meta could be spiced up so much already just by adding these, and I'm sure there's still so much more to come that we have no idea about so far. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting, it's super cool. This is only post number 1, by the way, and there's even more stuff I want to show you guys. So we also have the Warzone Gulch specific items. If you want a PvP and you don't care about the raid, you just want a PvP, we have some brand new items there as well. New Warzone Gulch specific items, Datamined for the PTR. Once again, you can't play with this, but you can Datamined, and we have some brand new items. I'm not going to read the entire post, but I'm going to show you the items themselves. We have the Resilient Cloth Headband, 50 armor, and reduces all damage taken and chance to be critically hit by 5%, once again inside Warzone Gulch. Then you have Resilient Leather Mask, same thing, but 80 armor this time, and leather of course, and reducing all damage taken and chance to be critically hit by 5%, and you we have the same thing for male as well. So they're trying to appeal to PvP players as well, which is great. Like everything else, the raid, of course, PvE, we have the items inside the raid, also PvE, so seeing them branch out and not forgetting about the PvP aspect is absolutely great. I don't do a lot of PvP myself, but having the open world kind of arena, if you will, the Battle of Ashenvale, that's going to be really, really cool. It's something we haven't had before, and it's basically like the Battle for Taran Mill, but it's inside Ashenvale, and that's so cool. I can't wait to see how that happens. And then we have brand new items inside Warzone Gulch too, so if you don't want to do the open world or the Ashenvale battle basically, you can still do Warzone Gulch, and there's new things for you. Literally like head stuff. We don't have a lot of head armor at level 25, so seeing things like this makes me really happy. And we have one more that doesn't really cover any new abilities or any like new stuff, but new Druid Idols, Paladin Librams, and Shaman icons on the new Season of BM Mastery, Season of Discovery PTR. In this one we don't really have that much to go off, but we have the names. So we have the Ferocious Idol, I'm guessing this one is for Feral. We have the Idol of Eurosign Rage, I'm guessing this is going to be for tanking. We have Lunar Idol for Boomkins. Unbalanced Idle Dream, no idea. Idle Moon, Idle Wild, so there's like so many things. But these ones we have like balancing yourself with the powers of nature. We don't have anything more to go off than that, and once again same thing here as well for Idle Moon and Idle Wild. Paladin Librams, we have Libram of Banishment, Libram of Blessings, Libram of Judgment, and Libram of Justice. In this case the names kind of indicate what they do. Then we have Shaman icons, we have the Bulwark, Classic, Diadic, Galvanic, a bunch of icons right here that could be like new totems or just new spells. Either way, lots of data mining going on here, but I really wanted to show you guys the profession recipes. Having epic items at level 25 is super cool. I'm not gonna lie, the more I learn about the brand new season, the more hyped I get, and we're literally 20 days away from playing, so literally in 3 weeks, we're going to be playing Season of Discovery and just like experiencing everything, because so far, all we have is like data mine. We have the announcements, we have all the class abilities, but we still have like data mine stuff, and I really just want to get in and play and see how it feels. It's gonna be interesting. Either way, that's the video for today. Hopefully you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, subscribe for more Classic WoW content, whether it's Wrath Classic, Classic WoW, Classic Era, Season of Discovery. I'm trying to keep you up to date on pretty much everything I'm playing, so hopefully you enjoy the journey. Either way, thank you so much for watching today, I really do appreciate it. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you again very soon.